Dear students, about NLP, today we are going to discuss about the future systems in augmented grammar. The future systems and augmented grammar in NLP. What is mean by future systems augmented in the grammar? See, when we are trying to find out search or any word sentence, how the sentence is dividing into the words and how it is going to trace which is required. So it is based on the formation and the sequence, how it is going to predicate what which the required word has to be displayed. So how it is grammatically correct and how it is repeatedly and how it is going to display. Okay, so this topic we are going to discuss today now. Future systems and augmented grammars. Okay, so what is a natural language? There are often agreement restrictions between words and phrases. For example, the natural language programming, MN is not correct, is it not? If you type MN, it is not correct because the English language is the article A indicate a single object. The article A indicates a single object while the noun men indicates a plural object. Is it not? A men. So A is not used for the plural. The noun phrase does not satisfy the number agreement restrictions of English. There are many other forms like agreement, including subject-verb agreement, gender agreement for pronouns, and restrictions between the lead of a phrase and the form of its complement, and like that, so on. To handle such phenomena conveniently, the grammatical formulation is extended to allow constituents to have features. That is the basic idea of the statement is dividing into the words in the syntax formation, semantic formation, like that. For example, we might define a feature that is a number that may take a value of either S for singular or P for plural. And we then might write an argument that is context-free grammar rule such that noun phrase belongs to ought noun only when number 1 agrees the number 2. What are the number 1, number 2, that is just listen. Okay. And agrees with number 2. This rule says that a legal noun phrase consists of an article followed by a noun, but only when the number feature of the first word agrees with the number feature of the second. Then only it will tally. Otherwise, no. This one rule is equivalent to two context-free grammar rules that would use different terminal symbols for encoding singular and plural forms of all noun phrases. So, feature systems and is depends on number agreement, subject-verb agreement, gender agreement for pronouns. To handle such phenomena, the grammatical formulation is extended to allow constituent to have features. For example, just now we have seen in the last slide that noun phrase tends to ought noun only when number 1 agrees with number 2. This one rule is equivalent to two context-free grammar rules. So, noun phrase sing tends to ought sing, noun sing, and noun phrase plural, that is tends to article plural or non-plural. Using these two rules, all grammar rules that have noun phrase on its right hand side would need to be duplicated to include a rule for noun phrase singular and a rule for noun phrase plural. using these features would double the size of the grammar again and again. So to add features to constants, the constant is defined as feature structure. That is, a feature structure for a constant article 1 that represents a particular use of the word a might be written as follows. That is, article 1 is article root a numbers. Feature structures can be used to represent a larger constant as well. That is, for example, noun phrase 1 is equal to noun phrase numbers 1 article root a numbers and 2 noun root fish numbers that. Note that this can also be viewed as a representation of a phrase tree. Okay. So the rules in an argument grammar are stated in terms of feature structure rather than simple categories. Variables are allowed as feature values so that a rule can apply to a wide range of situations. For example, noun phrase number n tends to article number 1 and number 2. Variables are also useful in specifying ambiguity in a constant. Okay. So constraints variables can also be used to specify a range of values. That is, a noun root fish number 1 to singular or plural, or simply n root fish is numbers, that is singular or plural. For singular, plural, fish we can say. It is also a commitment. Some basic feature systems for English. It is convenient to combine person or number features into a single feature, that is that has 6 possible values, that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 like that, singular, plural. For example, is can agree with 3 singulars and are can agree with 2 singulars. Okay. So verb form features verb form base present past. So finite present tense past tense, that is ing form will be applied. Is it not? To handle the interaction between words and their complements, in addition feature, that is verb subcategorization. Subject categorization is used like noun, noun phrase, and verb phrase information. And also verb phrase tends to verb, that is subcategory, and noun phrase tends to verb phrase information, and noun phrase is of verb phrase and verb form information. For example, Jack told the man to go. Consider this statement. Many verbs have complemented structure that require a personal phrase with a particular preposition. Therefore, phrase form feature is introduced, that is to location. Okay. And verb form tends to verb subject category, that is noun from, and phrase form location. Okay. It will be useful on many occasions to allow default value for features. And morphological analysis and the lexicon. Store the base form of the verb in the lexicon and use context-free rules to combine verbs with suffixes. Is it not we studied about the prefixes, suffixes? For example, verb root is equal to subcategory and verb form present tense, that is argument 3 singulars. Okay. So where singular is a new lexical category contains only the suffix morpheme, that is yes. This rule coupled with the lexical entry for it want verb root want subcategory noun phrase verb phrase would produce the following constant given the input starting string, that is want is as verb root want subcategory noun phrase, that is verb phrase information. Another rule would generate the constant for the present tense form not in third person singular, which for most verbs is identical to the root form. Okay, so verb root is equal to subject category, that is verb form, present tense, and aggregate ones, twos, threes. This does not work for irregular routine verbs. We can see, for example, a simple grammar using feature is that statement is dividing into information about noun phrase, aggregate, and verb phrase, present, past tense, and argument A. It is also dividing into noun phrase is argument to argument A, and noun argument A. Noun phrase, the third line, division is about noun phrase to procurement. Okay, and verb phrase is tends to verb none. Verb phrase is also tends to verb noun phrase. Okay, and verb phrase is tends to verb noun phrase verb phrase. That is how a simple grammar using feature. Okay, so the simple grammar is in the parts tree. It is looking like, see, statement is dividing into three singulars, that is noun phrase, pronoun, that is he. Okay, and a verb phrase is dividing into present tense, verb phrase, information, and it is wants. And a verb phrase information is dividing into two. And a verb phrase, that is what is the base, what is the purpose, is dividing into verb base and adjunct P. Consider the statement, he wants to be happy. Okay, so the statement is dividing into three singulars and information about the verb phrase and verb phrase base. What is the base here? B. What you want to be? Happy. So you want to be always happy. B is a base for a long information. Okay, and adjunct is happy. What he want to be? He want to be happy. He wants to be happy. Okay. Introduction to Prolog. Prolog is that application is used in natural language processing. Computation is a proof. Computation is a proof, that is using the set of facts and deduction rules to verify whether a goal predicate is true. System is always is predicating which is expecting the word, is it not? A goal is true if there is an instantiation of the variables by which it can be detected from the database. Search for a proof using DFL. This search is built into the Prolog interpreter. Okay. For example, the program sibling XY, parent ZX and parent ZY. Parent is Tom and Bob, and parents are Tom, Jane. The goal is sibling Bob, Jane will return true. The goal 2 is sibling Tom, Jane will return false. The goal 3 is sibling XY will return sibling Bob, John. This is the comparison. This is the comparison between the statement. Okay. That is, so logical grammar is used as simple top-down parser is trivial to implement. That is, create a database of the grammar rules for example, statement I1, I2, I3 and so on, that is about noun phrase, and noun phrase is about I1, I2 is determinant that I1, I3 and I3, 4, and determinant is about I2 word C X T I1 I2 like that and so on. The sentence a man cried can be introduced as the following fact, that is word A of 1 2, word man of 2 3, word cried of 3 4. Okay, a man cried is about word cried of 3 4. So parsing is done via the prologue, distinguishing search for a proof for the goal. Logic grammar using difference list. Difference list is an explicit argument pair. Okay, so efficient for list operations. That is for 1 2 3 is the difference between 1 2 3 4 5 and 4 5, and 1 2 3 8 is and 1 2 and 8, 1 2 3 is of and 0, like that. A statement is linguistic 1 2 or so on is the difference between L1 and L is a sentence if the difference between L1 and L2 is a noun phrase and the difference between L2 and L1 is verb phrase. Verb phrase. Consider the example here. It is statement of L1 is L, just now we have seen, and notice the way terminals of the grammar are treated. An auxiliary predicate connects A, B, C is used to check if the difference of A and C is equal to B. Yes, last class also we have seen A is equal to B, B is equal to C, then it implies A is equal to C. Is it not? So the difference of A and B is C, so it equals to B. Adding feature structures. See, adding the features as arguments to the predicates. For example, statement is considered and how the statement is converting into or dividing into the verb phrase, noun phrase, adverb phrase and noun phrase and determinant, like that. Okay. So the statement is dividing into number of words, and every word is dividing into the, as we have seen in the definition, that is a verb phrase, noun phrase, verb phrase, is it not? So it is defining like that. The statement, the words changed. See, the statement here it is considered the dog, 3, cat and gardener, gardeners, butler, chased, saw. Okay, so the statement is dividing into the noun phrase, verb phrase, determinant, verb phrase. Okay. Adding an extra argument variable to the predicate for the parse tree. Okay, the statement here we can see is the gardener saw a cat. The gardener saw a cat is divided into the noun phrase, verb phrase, determinant and noun, like that, argument, everything like that. Okay, so this is the internal things are happening when it is trying to display something. Okay, so notational conventions for writing DCGs. Determinant, Christopher Jones. Terminals are enclosed by list brackets. Non-terminals are written as ordinary compound terms or constants. The function or two comma separates terminals and non-terminals in the right-handed side of rules. The function or functor or is implies arrow mark is gives the separation separates the left and right hand sides of the production rule. Okay. The empty string is denoted by the empty list. Just now we can see. Yeah. The empty string is denoted with the empty string here. Okay. So the functor 2 semicolon separates terminals and non-terminals in the right hand side of ruler and means, that is OR. A plain prologue goal is enclosed in braces such as right, found or noun phrase. Okay. So expansion to prologue. How the prologue, the language is expanding in its the terminals. The translator automatically turns, that is DCG, determinate conjugate grammar, rules into prologue clauses by adding 2 extra arguments to every symbol that is not in braces. The arguments are automatically arranged for passing using difference list. For example, statement is tends to noun phrase, verb phrase, and a statement leads to L1L and noun phrase L1 L2, verb phrase L2L, and noun phrase leads to that noun dog and noun dog. Okay, so the built-in predicate expand term is responsible for expanding, that is DCG rules, among others two prologue rules. Try expand terms is a statement to noun from verb from. Okay, try is expanding term of statement to noun from and verb from. The statement is X. Okay, example of case marketing. A pronoun vary in case. It has a different form before the verb, that is non-nominative, then after it accusate. Nominative is, for example, he, she or they are nominative. Accusative is about him, her, them. Him, her, them. That is the past tense, he or she. He, him, he, she, they. Him, that is the next level of he, she, they. Examples is, he sees him, she sees her, they see them. This case marketing constraints can also be handled in TCG by adding an argument to the grammar rules. That is, statements tends to noun phrase, verb phrase. That is it indicates that introduces a nominative. And a verb phrase tends to verb noun phrase. It is indicating about introduce and accusative. So noun phrase need to be changed to account for case making of pronouns. This is the internal things are happening. A parser with case marketing agreement is about that noun singular is tends to dog, okay, or cat or singular. Non-plural is about that it is plural, the number more than dogs, cats, mice. But verb singular is chases, chases, verb singular. Verb plural is about chase, see. This is we can say the English. Okay, so how English is in a different manner to understand. Singular chase, sees, plural chase, and pronoun is singular, that is nominative, he or she. Pronoun singular or accusative is he or her. Pronoun plural or nominative is about they. Pronoun about plural accusative is them. Plural nominative, plural accusative them. They, them. Here it is mentioned. And noun phrase is about number case, that is number case. Noun phrase is about number is determinant or number. Okay. So after all, the goal is statement is tends to the dog chases him is dividing into the succeeds. Okay, the dog chases he. Okay, is a failure. Statement the dog chases whom is also a failure. Okay, whom is about him or them. The dog chases or them or the dog chases. This is how the statement is converting with the past with marking. Case marking. Example subcategorization. Okay. So the structure of English verb phrase depends on the verb form. Different verbs require different complements. For example, consider verb complement, that is example. Sleep is a noun. The cat slept. Chase is a noun phrase is about, the example is the dog chased the cat. Sell is noun phrase, that is Max sold Bill his car. Claim statement is about Max claimed the cat barked. Instead of verb form, we will use four or even more subcategories that are grouped under the category verb. So, in DCG, the structure of the verb phrase is determined by adding an argument to the verb, that is, dividing it into subcategories. It is dividing into the subcategories to easy to understand to the system to display. Okay. Parser that enforces subcategorization. How the parsing is made internally. Statement is tends to noun phrase, verb phrase. Okay. And noun phrase is tends to determinant noun. Determinant tends to the or a. Noun is tends to the name, that is cat or gardener or the. Verb phrase tends to the verb, like that. Verb phrase tends to verb 1, 2, 3, so on. And verb 1, 2, 3, 4, what are that? We consider there are Barker, chased, gave, sold, said, like that. So the goals are statement is dividing into the gardener thought the dog chased a cat. This is a succeed one. But when it fails, like the gardener slept, the dog chased, it is a meaningless. So it is a meaningless, grammarless, so it is the failing statement. Okay. The different goals. One goal is a fail, one goal is a success. Success is the meaningfully, grammatically, it is right. The gardener thought the dog chased a cat. Okay, this is about separating lexicon from phrase stress rules. Phrase structure rules. Using DCG rules for each type of words, that is noun, verb or like that, makes grammar large. Alternative is to represent the lexicon as facts. Searching is faster because of the indexing mechanism. Here it is explaining about indexing mechanism. What is indexing mechanism? Indexing mechanism is about when it is a table is created. In a table, table, the levels will be created 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So for a index is given for the first level. So for first level indexing 1, it will be divided into the number of the channels. Getting my point? Indexing is nothing but it is dividing in a simplification way to understand that sub-related issues are related to the first one. Okay. So indexing is nothing but it is the simplest form. It is the simplest form in searching. Okay. So in computer organization also we use the indexing. Okay, when it is related to the registers, okay, the logical form, so there also we use the indexing method. Indexing is used for the simpling of the searching. Okay, searching is faster because of the indexing mechanism. Words can be defined by rules. That is, X is a noun. If it is in the lexicon as a noun, or if it ends in, that is in ness, that is, and its stem is in the lexicon as an adjective, that is blueness or flatness. See how the ness and form is going to use is in indexing. Okay, so here it is indexing, it is using as ness or stem. Okay, like that. How ness is used as blueness. Okay, or flatness, like that. So here it is indexing is using for the simplest form of the searching, fastest form of the searching. Okay, so this is implementation of a lexical rule. The same thing that just now we have seen, that is statement is dividing verb form, noun form, verb form, noun form, that cat, dog, gardener. Okay, so like that implementation of a lexicon rule. A lexicon rule will be implemented like this. So after all, the goal that we can see is the dog with the simplified format. Okay, flatness. Just now we have seen that how it is going to implement. Okay, so this is today we discussed about the features of statements of the augmented grammar. Okay, you go through this slides, this class. If you find out, if you want to know more about, you can raise your questions to my mail ID so that we can discuss and we can know more about the subject. Okay, thank you.